Oh, we got a little friend in our background today. Hey, Clef, how you doing? Yeah, oh, he looks like the lighting's so dark. He just looks like a little like void. A little got another one. But Coffee over on the other hand looks just like a silhouette of a cat. You wanna come here? No. Well, hi everyone. My name's Armida. Welcome to my channel. I am a cloudscape, cityscape oil painter specializing in some beautiful rainbow sunsets. In this video, this is going to be the part 2 of working on one of my classic cloudscapes that I do all the time. It's basically all that I do. I just love painting cloudscapes. Yeah, in last week's video, we started off with just getting some paint on the canvas. Basically, I put on a big old wash of a gradient, if you will, from bottom to top. We just like put just a wash of color on it so that it's like I sort of got like a background to work on, and then we started working on putting the outline of the different clouds on top of it. Yeah, we actually didn't get too much done in the last video. I really like to splice in some of my life here and there and to give you a bit of insight into my life as well as a stay-at-home wife who's a painter, and just like the little everyday things that I get done and that I enjoy, and the little fun stuff. I got both of them back there. That's their little butts. Oh my gosh, their little butts and little ears. Oh, I gotta film more in the living room so that maybe you guys can see the cats a little bit more. But yeah, so yeah, in this week's video, we're gonna continue where I left off last week, and yeah, just keep working on the clouds of this like wispy, little flowy sunset that we got going on. Oh, I'm just looking at them back there. There was a bug that crawled in under that door, so I think they're on patrol. and and, uh, and keeping up the defenses of this household. We love to see it. Okay, well, all right. That's enough of me and the cats. Let's get to painting. Oh. Yeah, coffee bean. Yeah. I said it in my previous video that I wasn't too worried, too scared about childbirth, like specifically, like that specific part about motherhood, pregnancy, the childbirth. That's not super heavy on my mind right now. But one thing that is I'm like a little worried about is our sort of like living situation that we're gonna have, like preparing for, her birth. The plan right now actually is that Christian and I are going to stay with my parents right around when she's due, like when she can come any day, because my parents have a nice house. They have a nice big house, and since it's a house, I wouldn't have to go up 2 flights of stairs like I do here at the apartment. Christian's work is giving him time off to I think they call it paternal leave, instead of maternal leave, paternal leave, which I'm so thankful for. I love him spending as much time with the baby and I as possible. But what I'm really worried about is the cats. Our 2 little kittens. I say kittens, but they're they're fully grown now. But in my eyes, they're still kittens. I'm just so worried about them. My parents are very open about them coming with us to stay at my parents' house as well, but I'm very worried about how they would situate themselves at my parents' house. A lot of people come in and out, and definitely a lot of people will be coming in and out when we got like the baby, to see the baby and help take care of her. Plus, my parents have a dog. Like, we have our senior dog. His name is Jake. He's a beagle. He's over 14 years old at least. He's got like a bad eye. He's got diapers that he can't control his bodily functions. Oh, and so therefore he needs to use like a doggy door to get into the backyard and do his business. And I'm really worried about the cats living in a situation like that. And knowing them, they'll just be terrified. They'll be terrified the whole time that we're there, and I won't be able to give them my full attention because I'll literally have an infant, a newborn, quite literally newborn, and I won't be able to give them the attention that they do get right now because it's just me and them, most of the time here at the apartment. We do have an idea of a sort of situation of someone taking care of them, which I'm so grateful that we have such a good support system. Yeah, so grateful that we have like family that is so open to helping us with anything that we ask for. Oh, just like I've said this before, but I'm so thankful for our little circle of people that we have around us that help us out. It's just it's so great. It's just no matter what happens, I think I am just I'm gonna be worried about my kittens. I really am, and the baby, because we have such scaredy cats. We really do. We don't even have that many people come over and visit us all the time, and when we do, they just hide away. Yeah, with that 4th of July party that we had all those weeks ago, they were completely hidden away, and everyone was so surprised. They were like, oh yeah, are they ever gonna come out? And I'm like, no. No, we've literally never had this many people at the apartment before. They're not gonna come out. I'm so sorry, guys. I mean, if you have cats or if you have dogs, you probably can relate to what I'm saying and my worries. And please reassure me in the comments, because I feel rather silly when I say it out loud that how worried I am about the cats and with like the new dynamics that's gonna change with the baby coming in. But yeah, just reassure me in the comments that I'm like not being crazy and that you also too care about your pets as well. Oh yeah, that's just something on my mind. So my husband and I like to play this thing called Dungeons and Dragons. If you've never heard of it before, it's sort of a role-playing game based in a fantasy world setting. You basically pretend to be a character, and your friends are also characters. You're in a fantasy setting and you defeat evil or whatever. It's all roleplay, it's all fun. You have to roll dice to change up the odds to see if you're successful at what you're trying to do in the fantasy setting, or not successful and you fail. And that's what makes it really fun, because stuff can go wrong and it's all up to chance, and if you can role play stuff out of it, it's all just a ton of fun. We used to do this with our group of friends here in Phoenix. We used to get together and do it together at somebody's apartment. It was a whole lot of fun, but sadly a lot of people moved away, and now we do it online. So today is usually our D&D session day, but we had to cancel it this week. Somebody got a little bit too busy, but yeah, I wanted to show you like our little setup on everything that we prepare to do Dungeons and Dragons online with friends. Yeah, so here I am over at my little nook area. There's my husband's infamous Lego Star Wars wall, and I got my computer set up and everything. So since everything's online, I like to use my main computer thing. I've got this I've had this since like 2015. It's a dinosaur, but don't worry, I gave her some new organs, some new little bits on the inside of her that makes her run just fine. She's just a little loud, little clunky and heavy. Yeah, that's my computer right there with my monitor and my speakers and my all of the normal stuff. And then so my husband sits right next to me while we Dungeons and Dragons together, and he uses his laptop just because we don't have another computer. If we did, we probably would put them together like cute little like gamer couple that we are. But no, he uses his laptop. I have my laptop, he has his laptop, and this is what he likes to use. And as for my husband's stuff, yeah, all he needs is just a little, we got a little TV tray thing and his computer, which he has all of his online stuff, which I'll go over in a second, and a little notepad that he writes his notes in for stuff to remember. And he uses the blue gamer, I say my because I use it a lot, the blue gamer chair, and I have the pink gamer chair. Yeah, and then right in front of him we got a little fan, because this corner of the apartment does not get that good of airflow, so we definitely need the extra space stand-up fan. I don't really know what to say. Yeah, so going down the line, might as well. We got some of our Dungeons and Dragons books, which, of course, you got to have the player's handbook. That's the book where we basically use it to make each of our characters, and it's got all the basic rules in there. If you're going to play D&D, you're going to need the player's handbook. Pulled out this Eberron book because the campaign after we finish this little one that we're on right now is going to be taking place entirely into the Eberron world of Dungeons and Dragons. I just brought it out because we want to get familiar with that. And here I have my Yeti mic, which both of us use. So he sits here and then I sit here, and then this mic catches both of our voices, because the main thing that goes on is that our friends and I all get together in a little Discord chat. I have Bazagaz's Discord right here because I don't want to dox all my friends' Discord accounts. But yeah, so basically we have our Discord up here with all the links if we're sharing photos and having private conversations, and mostly for video chat purposes, like we each have our beautiful little faces. I got my camera up here. My husband uses his camera on his laptop right there. And yeah, and then in another tab I have Roll20, which is basically how we play D&D together. Yeah, this is what we did last session. Each little square is each of our characters, and then each of these little like icons is like a little like baddie that we killed or an ally that we're like trying to rescue. And these little drawings are dead bodies that we found that are not alive anymore in this warehouse that we stumbled upon. Yeah, and then the little chat room of everybody rolling to hit with a sword, 14, and all that stuff. And right here, I do have my physical die, even though I don't need physical die because I can do everything through the software on the computer and everybody can see it. But especially when I rolled for my character and stuff, I really like just like grabbing the die and then rolling it. What do we get? Can you see? A 16. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, my husband got me this die off of like somebody who actually does make dice. I think this was Mermaid Dice was the person who made this set. And yeah, it came with the resin little table. He got it for me for Christmas. And then we stopped playing D&D, so now that we're doing it again, I bust it out and I'm trying to use it as much as I can because it's so pretty. Look how it's all sparkly and pink. I love it. And then yeah, next to me I have my notes. So I have my little like notebook that I keep all of my notes in. I just like write it physically. And then when we do the little like Discord chat with everybody and with video chat, I like to put a little cat bed next to me just in case a little furry friend wants to come here and sit, and so that everybody can see that we do own cats and they're not constantly hiding the entire time. But yeah, that's basically it. I mean, the only thing that I did not pull out for this were some snacks and a nice beverage. I have my water bottle. I always have my water bottle. But yeah, you always want some nice snacks when you're going to be sitting and playing with friends. I'm just really glad that we're playing D&D again. It's just a really fun thing, and it makes me miss everyone getting together at somebody's apartment and just like messing around. Plus, might have like a couple drinks together and maybe order a pizza. Yeah, it was such good times. I just miss everybody. So doing these D&D sessions online is like the next best thing that we have, especially since everybody's like thousands of miles away. And yeah, I just wanted to share that because like I don't know how many people know about Dungeons and Dragons. I feel like people know about it, but nobody really knows anybody who actually does play it. I feel like when I tell people that we play Dungeons and Dragons with our friends, especially online, they're just like, what? You know, like that's a thing from the 70s that like weirdos played and stuff like that. But no, it's pretty fun. My character is a fae elf fighter, and Christian's playing a warforged barbarian, which is like kind of like a robot, but like a sort of thing. So that's what warforged means. He's basically like a robot, like a sentient robot barbarian. Yeah. So I just want to share that because I felt like it's something very unique that I had to share. And yeah. So back to some painting. One thing I've noticed about talking with other people about me being pregnant and, you know, being a first-time mom and stuff like that is that I'm kind of like putting people or like the people around me into like two camps. Like the people in Christian's family, when I talk to them about the pregnancy and, you know, being a mother in the future, after I talk with them, I just feel very excited, like optimistic about motherhood. Christian's family just loves babies and children in general just so much that their happiness and optimism just like rubs off on me, and I can't help but like feel so much more refreshed and having a nice better outlook about it than if I'm just stuck in my own head. Meanwhile, when I talk with like my family, you know, like my mom's family, they keep me grounded, very much help me realize the truth and the very honest expectations that come with motherhood. I love people who can tell me stuff matter-of-factly. Actually, that's how someone described my current doctor, my OBGYN, is that she's very matter-of-factly, like, this is the truth, like, this is what could happen, this is what will happen, this is what happened to me, and so, you know, which I love. I love knowing all my options. I'm not one to get caught up in my head about the what if possibilities, like worst case scenario. That's not really me. That's not exactly where my mind goes. I hope I don't come across that in these videos. I just love both Christian's family and my family, and I love talking with more people about it, getting everyone else's different perspectives on motherhood, of mothers, that is, not people who are not mothers and have no experience with motherhood, like telling me about motherhood. Like, no, I mean people who have the experience and who are telling me about it. I really respect everyone around me and the different perspectives that they have, and both of them are very good. Both of them are different. I just want to talk about them, and just like I just really appreciate all the people I have around me and the different insights. Hi. You coming in? I'm in my closet doing a voice recording, and Coffee just opened the door. I hope you could hear him. Okay, well, I guess that's a good call to say that. Yeah, let's get back to painting then. So that's where I'm gonna have to end this week's video. Stay tuned next week for part 3, which will be the final part, I promise. Okay, well, make sure to like this video if you like it, and subscribe for more painting content and more painting videos like this one, and I'll see you next time. Okay, goodbye.